Our planet is teeming with natural wonders, from majestic mountains to pristine forests and vibrant coral reefs. However, there are moments when the forces of nature unleash their fury, resulting in catastrophic events that wreak havoc on everything in their path. Whether it's a powerful earthquake shaking the very foundations of the earth, a relentless hurricane tearing through coastal communities, or a raging wildfire consuming vast swaths of land, these disasters serve as stark reminders of nature's awesome power. In this video, we will take a look at the 10 deadliest disasters from the past decade. Number 10. Hurricane Dorian. Hurricane Dorian rapidly intensified into a Category 5 hurricane with sustained winds exceeding 185 miles per hour, making it one of the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded in the Atlantic Ocean. Its strength and size posed a significant threat to the Bahamas and the southeastern United States. Dorian made landfall in the Abaco Islands and Grand Bahama Island in the Bahamas on September 1, 2019, unleashing ferocious winds, torrential rainfall, and a devastating storm surge. Entire communities were obliterated as buildings were reduced to rubble, and coastal areas were inundated with floodwaters. The destruction was particularly severe in Marsh Harbor, Freeport, and other populated areas, where homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure were destroyed. The toll of Hurricane Dorian on human life in the Bahamas was significant, with at least 70 people confirmed dead in the immediate aftermath of the storm. The true number of fatalities may have been higher, as many individuals were reported missing, and recovery efforts were hampered by the widespread destruction and difficult conditions. Number 9. Cyclone Idai. Cyclone Idai was an extremely powerful tropical cyclone that made landfall near Beirut, Mozambique on March 14, 2019. It brought with it sustained winds of up to 175 km per hour and heavy rainfall, resulting in catastrophic flooding across Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. The sheer scale of the devastation caused by Cyclone Idai made it one of the deadliest and costliest tropical cyclones to ever strike the southern hemisphere. The cyclone triggered massive flooding, submerging entire villages and leaving thousands of people stranded on rooftops and in trees. The flooding contaminated water sources, increasing the risk of waterborne diseases such as cholera and typhoid. This cyclone caused extensive damage to infrastructure, including roads, bridges, schools, hospitals, and power lines. Entire communities were cut off from essential services, hindering rescue and relief efforts. Number 8. Sulawesi earthquake and tsunami. The earthquake that struck Sulawesi on September 28, 2018, had a magnitude of 7.5. Its epicenter was located near the city of Palu, in the central part of the island. The earthquake triggered a powerful tsunami that swept across the coastlines of Palu and the nearby city of Donggala. The tsunami waves, reaching heights of up to 6 meters, 20 feet, struck with little warning, catching residents and tourists by surprise. The combined impact of the earthquake and tsunami resulted in extensive casualties and widespread destruction. Over 2,000 people were killed, and thousands more were injured or reported missing. The trauma of the disaster also took a toll on the mental and emotional well-being of survivors, many of whom lost loved ones and livelihoods. Number 7. Amazon rainforest fires. The wildfires in the Amazon rainforest were among the most severe in recent history, engulfing millions of acres of pristine forest. The flames devastated ecosystems that are critical to global biodiversity, with many species of plants and animals facing habitat loss and potential extinction. While wildfires are a natural occurrence in the Amazon during the dry season, the scale of the 2019 fires was exacerbated by human activities, particularly deforestation and agricultural expansion. Farmers and loggers often use slash-and-burn techniques to clear land for agriculture and livestock grazing, inadvertently igniting larger fires that spiral out of control. Number 6. Philippine Typhoon Mangkhut. Typhoon Mangkhut, known locally as Typhoon Ompong, was one of the strongest tropical cyclones to hit the Philippines in recent years. It made landfall in the northern part of Luzon, the country's largest and most populous island, on September 15, 2018. Mangkhut brought with it sustained winds of up to 270 kilometers per h and heavy rainfall, causing widespread devastation along its path. The powerful storm claimed the lives of over 100 people in the Philippines, with many others reported missing or injured. The most severely affected regions were in northern Luzon, including the provinces of Cagayan, Isabela, and Benguet. Mangkhut caused extensive damage to infrastructure, homes, and crops, particularly in rural and coastal areas. Landslides, flooding, and storm surges compounded the destruction, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Many communities were isolated due to damaged roads and bridges, hindering access to essential services and relief supplies. Number 4. Beirut Port Explosion. The explosion in Beirut's port was caused by the detonation of approximately 2,750 tons of improperly stored ammonium nitrate, a highly explosive chemical compound commonly used in fertilizers and industrial applications. The ammonium nitrate had been stored in a warehouse at the port for several years without proper safety measures or supervision. The explosion unleashed an enormous shockwave that rippled through the city, causing widespread devastation in the surrounding area. The blast was so powerful that it was felt miles away from the epicenter and registered as a seismic event on seismographs. Buildings near the port were reduced to rubble, and windows shattered several kilometers away from the blast site. Overall, the explosion in Beirut's port was a tragic and catastrophic event that underscored the urgent need for improved safety standards, oversight, and accountability in the handling of hazardous materials and industrial operations. Number 3. Australian Bushfires. The 2019 to 2020 bushfire season in Australia was unprecedented in scale and intensity. Fueled by record-breaking temperatures, prolonged drought conditions, and strong winds, the fires burned across vast areas of the country, particularly in the eastern states of New South Wales, Victoria, and Queensland. Millions of hectares of land were engulfed in flames, including national parks, forests, and rural communities. The bushfires claimed the lives of at least 33 people, including firefighters who were battling the blazes. Thousands of homes and other structures were destroyed, leaving many communities devastated and displaced. The bushfires had a catastrophic impact on Australia's unique biodiversity, with an estimated 1 billion animals perishing in the flames. Entire ecosystems were ravaged, threatening the survival of numerous species, including koalas, kangaroos, and native birds. Number 2. Indonesian Tsunami and Earthquake. On September 28, 2018, a series of powerful earthquakes struck the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. The initial earthquake, with a magnitude of 7.5, occurred near the city of Palu, followed by multiple aftershocks. The earthquakes triggered a massive tsunami that struck the coastal areas of Palu and Donggala, compounding the devastation caused by the seismic activity. The combined impact of the earthquakes and tsunami resulted in extensive casualties and displacement. The official death toll exceeded 4,300 people, with thousands more reported missing or unaccounted for. Many survivors were left homeless, forced to seek shelter in makeshift camps or evacuation centers. Number 1. Indian Heatwave. In May 2020, India experienced an extreme heat wave, with temperatures soaring well above normal levels in many parts of the country. Some regions recorded temperatures exceeding 50 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest months on record. We hope you enjoyed this absolute facts video. If you found it intriguing, please like and share it with others who might also appreciate these fascinating facts. Thank you for your kind comments and support. We truly appreciate it. Stay tuned for our next captivating video for more awesome content. See you next time.